Kevin here with Texas Veteran Lawn Service. I just wanted to cover a few things, a few tips with you guys this evening that I've been thinking about the last couple of weeks, and I think they hold true for definitely for people who are starting out, and for people who've been in the business 10 years or more, or 30 years, doesn't really matter. So the first one, is just having a positive attitude and having patience. The second one is communication. The third one is making your schedule out a month at a time. And the fourth one is to be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. So, for example, if you tell the customer, "Hey, I'm going to be here on Thursdays," well, then make sure you're there on Thursdays. You don't have to get a time. You don't want to get caught. Well, we'll cover that in a minute. And then the fifth one is go that extra mile, or that extra inch, You don't always have to go a mile, an inch. Sometimes it's just enough. Inch by inch, everything's a cinch. Yeah, well. So back on the first one, patience and positive attitude go hand in hand. You really can't have one without the other. So, there's things that tend to want to test us. And that's just Mother Nature. She ain't trying to pick on you. That's just how things are. So you can't take that stuff personal. There's some things that we can't even change. Maybe there's the driver, on the highway that cut us off. We can't make an exit, or we got an employee that just drives us bonkers, and we can't get through their thick skull. Hey, you need to stop doing that and do this, or hey, whatever the case may be. Or maybe a customer that drives us crazy, nitpicking everything. But anyway, so when you wake up in the morning, you want to think positive. Your feet hit the ground. You know what? I'm going to have a great day today. Whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever days you're working. I'm going to have a great day today. I feel good. I'm going to have a good breakfast. Or if you're not a breakfast person, whatever, doesn't matter on that. Just tell yourself, I'm going to have a great day. And a lot of cool things are going to happen today. So you're already leaving the house with a mindset of positive energy that's around you, okay, and a positive way of thinking, and you're inviting in positive, just positive vibes. It's it's all psychological, but you're inviting that in. You're starting like that. You walk outside, it's raining. Well, all right, so I'm going to look at the weather. Okay, we'll be cleared up in a few hours, no problem. Well, I'm going to take this downtime, and I'm going to do this and this. Maybe that was supposed to happen. So the second thing is communication. Communication is a real big thing in everything. I mean, I'm communicating with you. A lot of you guys are going to write comments on here. You're communicating with me. But, really I'm mostly talking about communicating with your customers and with your employees and whoever it is that you're doing business with, because people can't read your mind. They don't know what's going on up in the grape, So if you're going to be, like, for example, for me, every day that morning I look at my schedule and I have whoever on there for that day. I text them, "Hey, I'm going to be at your place." Here's how I say it, because then I copy the paste. "I will be at your place for lawn service today." And then I copy that, and then I do all the other text messages for that day. And then when I'm on my way to their place, then I say, "Hey, I'm on my way to your place." So all my customers like that, because you never know. There could be, something that maybe they might want to get a hold of you, but they keep forgetting, or they caught up at work, and all of a sudden you text, "Oh yes, by the way, Kevin, could you this, could you that?" Or, it rained last night and our backyard is just swamped. Could you try next day, or give it a couple of days to dry out? All these things are important, because what if you're going out to a property that's 15 minutes away, and if you had known it was a swamp, then you could have done something else, but instead you didn't call. But there could be all kinds of examples, but the point is communication. If you can't make it, it goes this other way too. If you can't make it, you tell them, "Hey, Mr. Customer, I can't make it today. I had a flat tire," or whatever the case may be, but we'll be out there tomorrow. You don't have to make a grand, excuse deal. You always want to be honest, but you don't have to say, "Hey," you don't want to not say anything. "We'll be there tomorrow." That's kind of too plain. I have a great relationship with all of my customers because of communication. when you go to your dealer, you want to communicate, I need trimmer line. Okay, well, what kind of trimmer line do you need, Jack? So you communicate those other bits of information. So you can use that in everything every day, from buying equipment to communicating with your friends, your family, your employees, your customers. And by communicating, that helps you get where you want to be, and that helps other people get where they want to be too. So that's a big key. The third one is making your schedule 30 days ahead of time. So I have a calendar like this big. Okay, it's like 24 inches by 18, and I carry that in the truck every day. And I have mapped out my entire month of what I'm due, the days that our people are on, the every other week or every week. I got a little bit of both. And then my days off are in there, my weekends are off on there. All that's in there. And then I have a section on the right all the way down, about this wide, all the way down. And it talks about, it's a notes section. So if I'm going to be, say, I'm going to do some tree trimming at somebody's property, there might not be enough space in that day to write all that down when you got everybody else in there. So, I put, the person's name and then C notes. And then I go over here, I need to bring the hedge trimmer. Okay, or whatever the case may be. But when you make your schedule out for a whole month, you can see, here's the important part, you can see where your open schedule is, your time slots is what I like to call them, your block schedule. You see where it's open, where you need to fill. So someone calls you, leaves a voicemail, and you call them back. You'll be like, hey, Mr. Customer, I just got your voicemail, and I see you want to be put on Tuesdays. I do have a spot on Tuesday, and it looks like in your area I probably won't be able to get there till sometime in the afternoon. Or, hey, I looked at my schedule, I don't have anything available that Tuesday. Would Wednesday work? I mean, again, that follows along with the communications. So they're like, you're prepared before you make the call. And that's the other thing you want to make sure you do too. So having that calendar out, you could see 30 days ahead of time, like what's going on. So the fourth one is be where you're supposed to be. So I don't like, I don't like to give a time frame. When I'm going to be there, I don't even say I'm going to be there before noon or afternoon. I'll say none of that stuff, because things change. And people will hold you to that. So, sorry, there's a lot of dust here. So, you say, hey, all right, we're going to be here on Thursdays. All right, sounds great, Mr. Kevin, or sounds great, guy, whatever. Okay, hey, Mr. Customer, we're going to be here on Fridays. Or, all right, well, great, I got one customer. What time, every single time I cut his grass, what time are you going to be here? I don't know, Roy. It depends if I want to cut your grass the first property of the day, or if I want to get it on the end of the day. It doesn't matter. The guy's retired, sits at home, so I don't even know what that matters. But anyways, you want to be where you need to be where you need to be when you said you're going to be there, and that really boils down into a day. Unless you tell a customer, hey, I'm going to be out there at 3 o'clock for an estimate, that's a different story. Then, try to be there at 3. Now, if like 3:15, you say, hey, I can't make it, well, duh, you should have been here 15 minutes ago. Again, communication. If it looks like you're not going to be there, don't wait till the last minute to let them know. Text them ahead of time. There's times I text somebody 2 hours at a time, hey, I'm not going to be there at 3. It's probably going to be closer to 3:30. And people appreciate that. Communication helps everything. Okay, so that was being where you're supposed to be. And then the last one is go that extra mile or go that extra inch, whatever. You don't always have to do that with every customer. It's a gut feeling kind of thing, really. I give a lot of breaks to a lot of customers, not all the time, but I get a lot of blessings in return that just kind of show up out of nowhere. The universe has a funny way of keeping things in balance. So remember that, it goes around, comes around, these kinds of things. So, you want to be appreciative of your customer, because without them, you wouldn't be on this great adventure. You wouldn't be able to do the things you want to do. The freedom of being able to work for yourself, or by yourself, or do your own thing. I mean, that in itself is a huge freedom. And if you didn't have those customers and appreciate them, you'd be working at Walmart, get your stuff. Hello, welcome to Walmart, get your stuff and take a hike. So you want to be appreciative of those guys, and who knows, a customer may say, hey, do you mind if you could do this real quick? And it may not be a big deal, maybe just like a minute or two or something. Hey, I just planted this tree. Could you maybe trim around it, or I don't know, whatever. Can you move this flower pot over here, or over there? Or, I don't know. There's all kinds of examples, but I think you know what I'm saying. So, these things can be applied to anybody, and I wish a lot of luck to a lot of you folks out there, to everybody out there, actually, because I think in this industry, in the lawn and landscape, you're going to have some of that. So definitely take it when we can get it. But if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Be sure to check out echomeansbusiness.com. It's a fantastic website, and it's free. You can sign up. You can register. You can follow a lot of other people on there, a lot of other professionals on there. There's 3 main categories, and then inside that, there's a bunch of topics. It's a cool talk forum. People upload pictures and links to videos and all kinds of stuff. And there's arborists on there. There's landscapers. There's lawn service people. There's ground maintenance people. They talk about tools. They talk about how to do this, how to do that, all over the U.S. So that's the cool thing. There's thousands of people on there, and it's completely free. It's sponsored by Echo Power Equipment. So they're doing fantastic. Definitely check out them as well, echousa.com. They got a lot of new products coming out here soon. I would be checking out their cordless outdoor power equipment. Some of it is commercial, some of it's residential, or maybe commercial on all of it, but I think they have a little bit of both. So definitely check them out. And you can follow Echo also on YouTube. They put up quite a few videos. So I hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm Kevin with Texas Veteran Lawn Service. Stay safe, and you'll see me next time.